Hey guys, it's me, 𝒤𝒏𝒊𝒕. Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm 𝒤𝒏𝒊𝒕, aka Sarah, and I make aesthetically pleasing videos for you to enjoy and me to enjoy creating. So today we are building my Let's Build a Penthouse Creating 𝒐𝒐 series, and this penthouse, to say, is something. It is technically 3 floors, one of the floors being outside. It's kind of like a high rise in my mind, deck area. And I couldn't have asked for it to turn out better because the image that I had in mind, which I just showed on the screen, is kind of exactly what I imagined 𝒐𝒐, our basketball, WNBA basketball player, living in, and her family. I'm thinking about maybe creating her mom and a few other people and move them into the house for now so 𝒐𝒐 meets somebody and has kids. I'm really working on the world itself and how and who is going to be in it. If you're not familiar with how a current household series works, basically I pop in when big things in certain situations happen to 𝒐𝒐, but it's not necessarily a let's play where I'm waiting on you to play. This is for my pleasure, and I'm sharing it with YouTube because I find when I make content that if I'm like, okay, let me make a YouTube video, it isn't as good as when I'm just playing The Sims. So I just decided to take that turn and show you more of what me playing The Sims is like. Right now we're basically getting the initial bones, and as you can tell, the video has sped up a lot since the beginning. I just wanted the initial foundation and kind of the shapes and the way that I made the building visible, because some people like to copy tutorials like this, and I feel like if it's extremely fast, it's super hard. But as of right now, I've sped the video up more because if I didn't, it was going to be too long. And kind of started the initial floor plan on the upstairs, and now I'm working on the downstairs. There's this beautiful big diagonal room when you first walk in to the house, and the door in which Sims show up and spawn, of course, is going to be wherever you put the elevator. So there's 2 doors, 2 entryways in my mind, and you can see those doors right there, to where the Sims can come and go. There's also plenty of patio doors for the Sims to exit out. So there's one downstairs and the downstairs bedroom, which right now has an arch in it. So the layout for me in my mind kind of changed, but in the end, it worked out very well. There is a patio upstairs that leads to a door, and then the main patio for the master bedroom, and then the skyrise, which is accessible by stairs on the back half of the lower deck patio, and a ladder attached to the front side of the house. So plenty of ways to get outside, get inside. Right now I'm working on said patio for downstairs bedroom. As you can see, doorway in. So that's 3 ways now in and out of your house. There's also laundry in this house, which I don't know if I'm going to keep it because I make it for my builds, because some people refuse not to play with laundry because it's not very realistic. But I hate doing laundry in real life, so if I can avoid it in The Sims, I'm going to. Anyway, now we're working on the big basketball court, which didn't really take long for 𝒐𝒐, and the main patio area, which I ended up using these 2 nice kind of modern looking pergola. The outside of the house is very gray and black and modern, and the inside the house is a completely different vibe, thus from the outside. It's kind of like 𝒐𝒐 and her family. 𝒐𝒐 didn't come from this, and they moved into this place that was completely unfurnished on the outside, but came with all the back patio effects. Of course, disregarding the basketball court, because 𝒐𝒐 definitely added that in. And then 𝒐𝒐 and her big family came in and, made it kind of 𝒐𝒐's home, as well as 𝒐𝒐 doing it herself. So it's very to 𝒐𝒐's aesthetic. And if you're not sure what 𝒐𝒐 looks like, you can go back to the original video. The first video in this current household series was me custom content shopping for stuff for 𝒐𝒐. The next one was me making Janae, and she's Blasian, so I'm really excited to kind of explore the lore with her. And if you have Frank's Language Savant mod, you can give Sims custom languages, and they can speak both Simlish, which is our version of English, and like Japanese, the Japanese world, which I believe is the Snowy Escape pack, so Mount Kamarebi. So they'll speak, I can't remember what the cute name for it is, but I want to give Janae that. And I imagine her grandmother, like her mother being the Asian one and her dad being the black man. And I don't know, because I really like the idea of like an old Asian grandpa and like grandmother. And then this cute, like one of Janae's parents, this cute little, you know, Asian man or woman who runs the laundromat. I don't know, it's just kind of in my head. Like, Janae didn't really grow up with much, and she tried sports, and this is how she got her family where she is. And I'm just so excited to kind of play with this house. And it does take a lot of setting up for me to even play my game. Like, sometimes I feel like I make a sim that is honestly like too perfect for the Sims world, but then I add in all my mods, and I have all my 𝒃𝒃𝒂 settings and my MC Command Center settings, so no random NPCs and Sims from my gallery. And then I'm like, okay, maybe the world isn't that bad. It just takes a minute. You actually have to play the save for MC Command Center to start overrunning your townies, because it needs to go through one birth cycle. Okay, so a birth cycle in Sims is 3 days, and neighborhood stories should be on if you're using the MC Command Center settings, in my opinion. You can choose what your Sims do in neighborhood stories, but I really recommend that you do that. Anyway, as you can see, the interiors took a dive from the dark and dreariness to this kind of coastal vibe. That's what the entire house is kind of based off of. At least the downstairs is very beach, coastal, like light blues, wood color, very boho-ish in style. And then the upstairs is more of like where the kids or Janae's parents, I haven't decided yet, are going to live. And it's very different into their personal likings. So Janae's room is very to what I think Janae's, you know, preference would be, as if the downstairs is like all of a family. Okay, this is what we like. And there's little things here and there that are like, okay, yeah, maybe a different sim like this, but it still feels very lived in. You can definitely tell kids, maybe, you know, a lot of dogs live here, which we'll get to that part when it happens. But the entire build itself is filled with personality, and this is a build that if I saw that on the gallery, I would be like, oh yeah, I want this. Or if I saw the screenshots, which you'll be able to see at the end of this video, I'd be like, I'm downloading that lot. It's my build, so I'm a little biased, but that's definitely how I feel. Right now, we're definitely for sure working on the kitchen. And please, I'm a person who does not care about covering windows with cabinetry. I don't care if you can see it from the outside, especially in my personal builds. This is available to download and is a lot on the gallery under Sarah Sims. You can find it there. If it bothers you, delete the cabinets. But for me, I don't necessarily care because it's my game and I don't pay that much attention anyway. I may catch it and be like, oh yeah, you can see the cabinets through the window. But I'm not one where it's like, oh, I don't really care, you know, like it's The Sims. The Sims aren't going to be like, why can you see the cabinets through the windows? What is holding that cabinet up? You know, they don't care. So I don't care. The way that this kitchen really turned out, I loved. I went with the separated stove and oven combo and this cute, it's blue right now, but it goes to white. All of the stuff goes back to white. White with these baby blue accents, why I say the coastal vibe. It has a lot of counter space and a lot of appliances. So there's also a whole pantry, which doesn't get done until towards the end of the video. I did the kitchen first and then completely skipped the pantry because it's a pantry / walk-in area. There's a door leading outside to the basketball court in that room that's literally behind the kitchen. But I don't know. I just wanted it to feel like people lived here, and you are going to have some people at least, than one appliance in your kitchen. So she has a kettle. She has a coffee maker that's actually built in, like a built-in coffee maker. I love custom content. I love when they do the built-in items because it's very realistic. to life. Maybe not so the coffee maker, maybe the oven, which the oven I'm actually using is a built-in feature, but I like the idea of it just being traditional and classic, and like being a oven connected to the coming out of the wall instead of higher up than lower. And this checker set that's kind of at the corner of the island, I thought was super cute. And right now we're finalizing like finishing clutter. And as you can see, the kitchen is like pretty lived in. A microwave, a coffee maker, a steam pot, you know, appliances. There's a mixer in the pantry. I also have, if you have the mods that I have, so Little Bo Bub, the tin and the homestead helper thing is on the cabinets. So functional food as well. And then in this corner, that drink stand is functional. And then there's the mixer and a toaster. So there's a lot of food options because I like, you know, different things for my Sims. And there's also a 6-seater dining room table in here. I could have made an off, you know, to the side dining room table, but I like the idea of the entire kitchen being the dining area, and it doesn't actually stay completely tile in the whole kitchen. Using Control F, you can do quarter tiles. So I did a cute little quarter tile style, and it turned out really well. And it kind of brought the cohesiveness. And I like that I went with a darker flooring in this house, a more grayish, kind of that laminate tile floor, or not, you know, fake wood floor that you see in today's houses. Really went with the style, because in reality, how many times have you been to a house and seen that dark gray vinyl click? Like, it's there, you've seen it. It's very common, at least in American homes. It's very common to see that dark flooring just all over the house, even in the bedrooms, which hardwood in the bedrooms is a godsend. That's an easy mop, get it done. I love that my house has no carpet. Anyway, right now we're working on the tiles in the kitchen, and I kept them the same, but I did change the backsplash from blue to white. And now we're working on the living room, and I used this big floral rug from the Forever Autumn CC pack, which I know by heart because I love this CC pack. It's so much clutter. It's the whole coastal vibe, really. And I knew as soon as I started seeing the coastal come straight to life in front of my eyes that I had to use the Forever Autumn and her other pack, Summer something. I can't remember, but I know Forever Autumn. It fits perfectly in here. Let me tell you how long it took me to pick couches. Absolutely forever, just to come back and use the Forever Autumn or the other one. Like, I tried sectionals, I tried modern looking couches. It just didn't feel like the couch itself was wide enough from base to end. And I'm very OCD with the way living rooms look, but in the end it turned out absolutely beautiful. You can see me cut because it was taking me so long to pick a bed. And that couch right there that I just set down is the couch set that stays. So you have the 2 striped little armchairs and the nice colored blue love seat and regular couch. We have some flowy curtains, which is not these curtains. It's pretty much I use that entire CC pack in this living room. And right now you can kind of see the whole living room take form before your eyes. It's really beautiful. You'll see me pop around throughout the build and kind of place down things I find in the clutter that I'm like, oh, I won't remember to grab that and I want to use it. And pictures for me were so hard because it was a certain vibe. I sneezed. I'm sorry. Anyway, a certain vibe for the pictures. In the end, it turned out the way that it needed to. And I put a shelf on this wall on the opposite side of the door and did not put anything on the shelf. You know how I know this? Because I loaded into game and noticed it and was like, so luckily I haven't uploaded it on the gallery as of right now, as recording, like editing and recording this video. It is not on the gallery. But once I have fixed that shelf I literally just placed, then I will upload it. I'll go around, I'm going to play test it first and make sure everything that I put down kind of alt placed that was like, that even I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, and play test it. Like the the slow cooker that we got with, I believe, for rent. I may be wrong. I put on an island counter, sized the island counter down and pushed it back because that's a trick you can do with appliances. I left plenty of the room for the sim to access it, but I still want to play test to make sure it works. The balcony, of course, on the upper floor that has the piano, I want to make sure the piano works. Right there, the question marks you just saw, I paged up to the upstairs and the wallpaper was like bugged. Please tell me why that happened. It's never happened in my game. But the video is moving so fast you can't really tell. And right now we're working back in the living room still. Like, that's why I told you this video took me absolutely so long, because I wanted it to feel so deeply personal with all the clutter and the way that it looked and everything. So this is me coming back after I said, okay, it looks good, it's finished, and adding more clutter, tables, lamps, you know, finishing touches. And even probably when y'all see the house again, it'll be more updated and more lived in personally, pictures, things like that, and that nature of such. Now this office is definitely like not her vibe, if that makes sense. Like, she's a basketball player, but I also feel like I want a side job for her that's like her main source of revenue. And I was thinking maybe social media, which is why currently her aspiration is the media guru, but I do have a basketball mod where I can set basketball courts and people will come and show up and play basketball, a whole overworking of that. And that's what I was thinking about doing. You know, basketball is her career, her fun time, and then she has like her social media career that she got from being, you know, good at basketball. And right now, okay, let's talk about the whole bar pool table situation. I was really trying to make the pool table fit, but in the end, I just left it the way it was and was like, it's fine. Like, Janae is still very much a young adult, so if she wants a pool table in the middle of her living room, we're going to do it. And then I popped back in to the office and was like, it is missing something. And then I found these perfect shelves that I went in and filled up with, you know, office clutter. I filled her desk up with office clutter. It just ended up looking really like, okay, somebody spends a lot of time in here to have cluttered it the way that it's cluttered. Like, this next section is actually a fake kettle. It's not real. I wish I could have put an appliance in there, but I remembered that appliances could only go on counters. And then I tried to do the whole you know, with a coffee maker, the whole island counter right here, and it's just too high. The counter sits too high and you can't like lower it. Even if I was to create a basement, maybe, but I'm not doing, like, you can't do that in penthouses. So we were kind of stuck with the fake kettle. But the office very much lived in, very much giving, okay, somebody definitely, like, you know, sees people in here, holds meetings. I haven't really decided what Janae is going to use this for. Social media was an idea, but there are so many things that we could use this for. Right now I'm working on the main entryway. So this is where your Sims spawn. It was really simple. I just placed down that thing, and then the laundry room. So I used custom content laundry, this laundry pack, and made, you know, this kind of like big laundry room with the laundry basket and the you know, products. I use Kimby's, I think it is, laundry overhaul, where you need to have functioning laundry pods, scent beads, and dryer sheets in your inventory to use the season's laundry. That's really good. Okay, this is where I decided that I wanted this downstairs bedroom to be a bedroom and not the dining room, because this was originally going to be a dining room off to a patio, but I was like, no, we're gonna do a bedroom. This bedroom, other than Janae's bedroom, is my favorite in the entire house. It's meant for a teenage girl, and in my mind, this girl is a hairdresser. She likes you know, to do hair. She's a cosmetologist. This would definitely be for one of Janae's eldest daughters when we get there. For now, it most likely is going to harbor her parents, because I do like the idea. I have so many ideas of maybe like hairstylist, laundromat owner. I don't know the path that I want Janae's family to go down other than just Janae herself. I have her mapped up down to a T. So this sim likes makeup and beauty. She does hair. I also think she's like super organized and smart and into shoes. Your average teenager, you know, jewelry, facial products. The section that's actually behind the vanity, like on the opposite side, is where I'm going to make the little like hairdresser seat. And I use the makeup and hair chair from Get Famous and use this beautiful vanity mirror and the clutter custom content and made like a at-home hair studio. I honestly love it, and I probably will be looking for a hairstylist mod career to put teenagers into, as well as a hair wash bowl, because it didn't feel as accurate, but it looked really good. And then there's also a desk over there, which I just panned to and you saw. That kind of is just like a laptop, a little area for whoever this sim has schoolwork, things like that. I put down, messy clutter, board games, vinyl records. I wanted to make it look like, okay, yeah, they keep this house very clean. It's very beige mom, but in the bedrooms, they're allowed to go wild. And I don't see Janae being one like, clean your room, we have company coming over. Like, it's definitely like, her room is clean. It's a messy organized. And I liked that look for this whole area. To say how long this bedroom took me should be like unbelievable. Like unbelievable, because I wanted this to feel like, okay, the teen who lived here definitely had choices in how their bedroom was styled. And I put these pictures up on the back wall, but when you're in like half up, half down walls, you can't even see them anyway. So it doesn't really matter. In this room is also the lizard tank. As you can see on the floor, I came back and there's a lizard tank. Right now we're working on the like hair studio area, and I find this 3 big mirror and centered it on the chair. And I just had all these like hair products, straightener, like a whole board that looked like, okay, yes, the sim whoever owns this does hair for real. And I really liked that look. And then I was like, okay, well, I don't think you'd want your clients seeing, too much of your messy room. So I put dividers in, and I tried to use the custom content dividers, but I ended up going with this one, and it matched the vibe of the room perfectly, divided it up so well, brought in a shade of color that was needed, that boho look. And right now we're working on the like main exit way to the kitchen, the pantry / entryway area, the wet room, in my opinion, because normally the wet room is also the washroom, but I felt like this house could have the washroom in a wet room. So I'm working on the pantry right now. I love 𝒐𝒻's CC. Like, half of this stuff is from that pack, and I filled that pantry up. When I tell you, it looks like, oh my gosh. And I put a little stand mixer behind the fake ladder and added in vacuums. And this is where I went pet overload. So there's 2 cat bowls, and there are 3 automatic fill bowls. And the reason I did this is because, like I said, I feel Janae has a lot of animals and a litter box tucked outside. There's also a litter box on the upstairs porch. Now we're upstairs working on Janae's room, and I'm so excited for y'all to see the transformation of this room. I started with green, and it ended up taking a totally different color. I'll let you see what color that ends up being. But I tried so hard to use green, but I was like, the downstairs room is green. That's like no difference in personality. So I made sure to change the color. Yeah, this whole upstairs area turned out really good. I made a fake like back area headboard. You can still see the original headboard from the bed, but it's like the back wall area, and it's 2 paintings sized up, and they worked perfectly for the in color. The bathrooms I did off camera in this house, and you'll see those in the screenshots as well as the tour that we're going to take. And right now you can see how the bedroom's kind of transformed, and the initial, fake headboarding, and then boom, it's like this chevron red color. And I was getting a little overboard with the red, I'm not gonna lie. So what I did was I substituted that white wood color we'd been using throughout the house to kind of show, okay, yeah, Janae, this is Janae's personality with the light wood. And then I used this pink and red bookshelf, filled that up with books and clutter, so you could kind of see where all the books are coming from around the house. Use this tangerine seat, and you can see I changed the colors in the closet. I worked on the you know, side table. I didn't really give her much on this because, you know, she has the whole vanity area, and I added a fan in as well. And you just got a really good look at like the span area of what Janae's bedroom looks like. But come on, y'all can't tell me this doesn't look so good. And then all the lights in the house, I used this air balloon light, as you can see above. It's all throughout the house. Downstairs it's blue and white. This one's like this, the color of her room. It turned out perfectly. Going into this, it turned out perfectly. And that was Janae's room. Now we're on to, this is like, could house like 3 Sims. So there's a toddler bed, there's an infant crib, and there is a child's bed in here. So that's 3. I sneezed again. Anyway, we're running towards the ends of the video. Now we're going to go ahead and hop into game, and I'm going to give you a tour, and then at the end of the tour there will be the final screenshots for the build. Again, you can find this under the gallery on Saracen. Hey guys, we are back in game. I'm loaded up in live mode, and this is what the penthouse looks like. I am really, 1, shocked at myself, and 2, just how amazing this looks. Like, this living room is giving wealthy. Okay, this whole house is beautiful. I love this like teenage bedroom. We have the pantry and the kitchen, laundry, her office, Janae's office. This is where your Sims will spawn at, trash and all that. And then as you go up the stairs, this is Janae's bedroom. I think it looks gorgeous. It was green, but I changed it because there was already a green bedroom. Her bathroom, again, super unique and gorgeous. The hallway. So this room is supposed to be for multiple Sims. So maybe you have a toddler, maybe you have, you know, in here, and then their bathroom. And then the one downstairs is for like the oldest Sim. Now, Janae does not have any of these siblings or kids, so this is just for future, but I'm going ahead and giving her this. A little side patio leading off this bedroom, and then above it, the kids' room actually has like a balcony, but it's like all purposeful, so everybody uses it. And then when you go to the backyard, you have Janae's basketball court, because as we know, she wants to be a basketball player, is what I have in mind. I actually have her aspiration set as social media, but it'll probably end up changing. And then we have the little pool area over here, and that's pretty much it. It took me absolutely forever to decorate this place, but that's honestly because I wanted it to reflect a house that I would play in, and also our girly here, who is gorgeous, looking gorgeous as ever. But yeah, that was really like my inspo. Like, as you can see, she's very like light and colorful with her clothings and things. And this is very coastal vibe. And then upstairs is just a mix of everything. I don't really know, but I'm getting definite coastal vibes from this right here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this speed build, and thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next video. Give this video a thumbs up, turn on post notifications down below, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.